What do we have here? It is the Halloween knife from Kaiser. This is the Kaiser Sheepdog, man, and it's the Halloween edition. And I am here at the Iowa Knife Museum.
Iowa Knife Museum.
And this is their knife here. They have this guy on display in their little, Halloween section, I guess, or maybe it's in the Kaiser section. I don't know. I asked for a couple Halloweeny type knives, orange knives, anything they could find that was, Halloweeny. So they gave me this guy. What did they handed me? One of this. They got the Walmart orange Ozark Trail bug out guy that's orange. I mean, that's cool and orange. And then they handed me this guy. They've been using this around the shop, and it's kind of a yellowish orange. But I think I reviewed this a while back. Just opened the box, didn't really follow up on it.
What a surprise. An unboxing with no follow-up.
Yeah, I know, right. So I'm following up on it now, though. So fuck off. So this thing, they say, has been working for them and hasn't, I don't think they said it hadn't failed once. I mean, what is there more to say about it? It's got a little bit of a rattle to it, a little bit of a movement to it, but I mean, it's like a $40 auto, out the front auto that uses regular old utility blades. It's really cool. Doesn't look like it's, worn too bad or anything. They put a fresh blade in it for me, so it looks nice. It's I think it's just lasered. Ooh, just about cut myself. Fake lasered Damascus, but it looks pretty cool though, huh? That's a pretty neat blade. I'll find out if I can find out where they got those blades from. I'll put it up here or down in the description or one or the other. So this guy's kind of a generic. I think you can get him on Amazon if I remember right. OTF utility blade. I think it was like $40. I would say this guy is well worth it. Hasn't screwed up at all. So that's pretty cool. What else do we have here? We got the Ozark Trail. I don't think they've been using the Ozark Trail. It's just been sitting around since I reviewed it last here. Yeah, it doesn't look like much new wear on the blade. I mean, it's not rusting. Supposedly it's D2. It's funny. Usually they put D2 on the blade. They just put China on the blade. Didn't put D2. I think on the packaging it said D2 though. Action is still decent. Let's see. Oh, wow. That's more play than it had before, I think. Got a lot of lock rock there going on. I mean, not a lot, but noticeable. Anyway, it's a $10 Walmart knife. What are you going to do? But it's orange, so it kind of has the Halloween feel, We got Halloween coming up in a few days. And we have a giveaway coming up.
Giveaway!
I'm giving away this guy here. It's kind of a super budget, nothing special, but it's kind of a Halloween orange color with the black blade, Halloween theme. And there's a special little twist to this giveaway. I'm not going to tell you yet on that, but this is the one we're giving away, this guy. And we're going to give that away on the 600th episode, which is coming up in just a few episodes. The 600th episode
600
of Pry Bar Knives. And we're not giving away this guy. This belongs to the museum. Very cool. This guy's held up great. They use it around here now and then. They put it on display. They grab it when they have to cut something sometimes. I don't know. I don't actually know if they used it. Boy, I forgot that this one has a removable flipper tab. That is really cool. And so this is kind of a weird thing Kaiser did. To get to the little screw that you can unscrew and remove to pull this little tab off, they put a little hole right in the frame right there, so you can put your tool right through there and unscrew the little T6 screw that's holding it in. But what I wondered was, why not just make it accessible right there, which I think it is. Let's see. Yeah, you could just take it out here. I'm not sure why they needed to put a hole there when you can just access it here. Probably better. So, I don't know. Not sure what you were thinking there, Kaiser. But this is a sweet, I think it's about a 3.35 inch blade. Kaiser Sheepdog with the special edition Halloween orange scales with a little orange man bad Donald Trump face.
I gotta fact check you there. That's a non-political jack-o'-lantern.
Okay, well, I thought someone had said that was supposed to be Donald Trump and it was scary for Halloween because everyone's scared of Donald Trump or something.
There is no actual proof the ex-president will make himself dictator on day one.
Oh man, I'm not political. I don't know anything about that kind of stuff. All I know is it's popular.
The knife is quite popular. because of its jack-o'-lantern theme and limited
Okay,
availability.
well, yeah, jack-o'-lantern, that does make more sense. I don't know if he actually has pointy teeth like a vampire, and so, I think some people think he does, but yeah, I don't know. It's got the little bat logo on the blade. Just pretty sweet freaking knife. What is the blade steel? Is it 154 cm? That's really good. So 154 cm. Man, if you can get one of their little special edition Halloween, or did they have a Christmas one too? I feel like they had a Christmas drop bear, maybe something like that. They do some special editions like that. They're pretty cool. So that's the Halloween aspect of this show. Now, I had something kind of cool I wanted to show also, and it is the Quiet Carry Drift. This is the Drift XL, the large one. This is my first time messing with one. They had one here. I don't want to scratch it up. They had one here at the museum, and so they let me mess with it. Pretty freaking sweet, man. This thing is so thin. Is it quite as thin as like the Narrows from Benchmade? I don't think so, but it's close, man. Really, really thin, but super comfortable. Nice and light. Well, that lockup's a little more than I would have thought. Probably 60%, something like that. But I mean, super solid, no problems. It's a washer knife. Boy, it's got a tiny bit of play. You know what? I'm going to tighten up that play just a bit, because right now it's pretty close to drop shutty. But I know that they usually aren't drop shutty because they're a washer knife. That's a little better, yeah. So, yeah, with a little sling, it does go down. So, not quite drop shutty once the blade is tightened properly. Boy, look at that gold hardware. Just looks so nice with the rest of it being silver. And there's another little special treat. I get to put on this clip. And the reason I get to put it on, I guess it's an RGT aftermarket clip. And then they were going to put this one on, but this is what I think happened. The screw that holds it on is kind of jammed. So they were hoping that I would mess with it, get it unjammed. So I'm trying to make sure I have the right... I just ran... That's why I'm out of breath. I just ran over to the main building. Okay, what size is it? That feels right. Okay, so we're going to try this. This screw is kind of sideways jammed into this RGT replacement clip for this drift. Well, you can see a little bit of the markings there from the old wire clip that was on it before, rubbing around a little bit. All right, we're going to put this guy in here, and we are going to try to not mess up this screw, but to get it loose. Boy, it is in there pretty good. So I have a TS Prof diamond hone here, and the tip of it, this edge here, is aluminum, so it shouldn't hurt the titanium screw. I'm just going to tap on it and see if I can get it to move over a little bit. Okay. Well, that moved. Okay. Maybe it moved even the other way some. Let's see. Let's try it again now. It's moving now. I'm moving it back and forth. Boom! That did it. Okay. So, nothing I was doing was letting it move because it was just the things I was banging on were too wimpy. They would just break as the screw threads hit it and tore it up. But this aluminum is strong enough to take a few bonks before it deformed and let this thing move around. So, yeah, for some reason it's still not wanting to go. Okay, now it's sideways the other way. Shit. Look at it now if you can see it. It's in there crooked again. So I got to straighten it out that way now. They're not the best fit for this pocket clip. I'm going to say they could have done better on the fitment. Almost got it loose. Yeah, you shouldn't have problems like this, really. Okay, so I feel like it's probably loose now, so I need to carefully Well, nope, it's not quite loose yet. Fuck, man. I don't understand why it's being such a little bitch. Boy, it's really not being friendly at all. I feel like it's just too tight in there. Yeah, like it's not the right size for the hole. That's what she said. But really, let's see, if I press down on it while I'm unscrewing it, will it come up out of there, baby? There we go. So I pressed down and then unscrewed it and it came out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see. Yeah, I think what I want to do is take the edge of the screw down just a little bit, like on a lathe. I don't actually have a lathe, but I have kind of the next best thing. We're going to pause while I do that. So I don't have a lathe, but I do have a drill. So I've put the screw into the chuck of the drill, and I'm going to run the edge of the screw up against a 1x30 sander with a real fine belt until I've taken off a little bit of the surface. So after I do that, then it should. All right, so this guy, this little screw should be a smaller diameter now. I don't know if you can see that the edge is at a little bit of an angle also. So it's smaller on the lower inside diameter than the upper inside diameter. So I don't know, it should fit in here without getting all jammed up now. And yeah, I think it does. So no problem. Should be fine now. All right, so we're just going to make sure this is nice and clean. And we're going to drop this in here. And then we're going to put this guy on. So it should be, easy peasy. Looks like I did scratch up the screw a little bit while I was messing with it. But at least it is on where it's supposed to be. Okay. So that looks nice. Definitely. I like a better look than the wire clip. I don't mind a wire clip. But, yeah, I think a nice solid clip like this from RTG is a better way to go. Let's get to some of this other crap out of the way, and we'll do a quick review on this guy before we say goodbye. I've reviewed the small drift, but I've never messed with the full-size drift. So let's check this guy out. What do we got? We've got titanium, beautifully stone-washed on this side. Okay, and then we've got Van X. Beautiful Van X. I think it's Van X Super Clean, if I remember right. That just doesn't rust. You can take it in the salt water. You can take it in the shower. You can, gut deer with it and leave the blood on it, and it won't rust. It just won't. It just refuses to rust. And the properties of it are still, right up there with 20 CV and stuff like that, or close, maybe S35, something like that. Just really, really good. And then on this side, we have the diamond cuts, diamond milling on the titanium, just beautiful. All the gold hardware looks great. Nice cutout right there so you can reach the thumb stud easily for the great slow roll this thing has. Just butter smooth, glass smooth. But it can also reverse flick and thumb flick just like a bearing knife, basically. It just doesn't quite have that drop shuttiness that a bearing knife does. Let's see. Still a little bit of play on the blade. Let's tighten that up just a hair. Okay. There we go. No play. And, okay, that's a little harder to open now with no play. But it's easier than any Chris Reeve knife I've ever messed with. So, still very smooth. Just beautifully put together. Nice centering. Now, let's try out this new pocket clip just for the heck of it. I can see that the knife has been put in the pocket before, It's got some snail trails on it, so I'm not too worried. But yeah, wow, that's great. That is great. In pocket, the pocket clip matches with it really well. Looks great. Yeah, RTG did a great job on that. Well, that's a little tight up there near the top. I'm actually going to loosen that just a hair because, oddly, as it moves towards open, it gets tighter and tighter. I don't know why that is, but so it doesn't need to be quite that tight near the top. Yeah, that's a little better. So loose down here. Interesting. So it's a little loose here when I move it back and forth, tiny bit. And then up here, almost no looseness. So that is interesting. So maybe you're supposed to keep these a bit loose if you're checking it at this end because they tighten up as they close. I don't know. I don't know if that's intentional or what, but wow, just really well made, man. You look down inside there. Even though this guy is very thin, you could get away with not doing any kind of internal milling. They did some pretty deep internal milling, some deep holes or circles that are dead end holes cut into the titanium. Let's see if we can get something white behind it so you can see. Boy, just deep dugouts there. That's probably one reason why it has such a good sound. I've always found that if you take a fairly large, flat piece of titanium and then well it out inside, you get some pretty good acoustics, which this guy does have. This is an example right here. This is the Kubey Tityus, whatever it is. It's their Arius version. It's got a great sound because it's these big chunks of titanium all hollowed out inside real deeply. Just has a great acoustic sound. And this guy has the same kind of deal, just a great sound. Real tall, flat grind on this Van X right here. Wow, what a great knife, man. Just terrific. Just terrific. Quiet Carry killed it on this one. Really, really nice. Beautiful. Highly recommended the Quiet Carry Drift Large. XL? Large? I'm not sure what they call it, but it's just really nice. Trying to get a good shot here for the cover of the video. Oh, and don't forget, we are giving away this knife in one of the upcoming videos. Well, the 600th video. The 600th video. I've made 600 videos. That's friggin' insane. I don't even know what to say about that. And more to come. So there's going to be a special twist to the giveaway. But stay tuned and make sure you're watching that 600th video for the giveaway. So from the Iowa Knife Museum, Pry Bar Knives, have a nice day.